It's Hot 937, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. I'm Jenny Boom Boom. We got Rick Ross in the studio.
Ooh.
Now, wait, you're on the Blowing Money Fast Tour.
Believe that.
That is your tour.
And there's the first date tonight.
Wow.
The Hippodrome, Springfield, Mass.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first official
Yes,
date right here.
yes.
So, what's going to be going down on this tour? Tell me exactly what's happening.
Well, you already know. It's just really a compilation of all my albums, all my music, all my collaborations, you know, all my experiences, and we just pour it out on stage, and it usually turns out incredible.
Right. Is your shirt coming off tonight? Because, you know, that whole thing, it's just, I love it so much.
Yeah, so many women do, and you never know. You never know.
Every time I see you, too, you would like hot females.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And congratulations on the success of the album. I mean, you've had how many singles off it now? I think 4 singles that have dropped off the album?
Yeah, we done released a few, you know, Super High.
Aston Martin Music is doing so well on the radio.
Yeah,
now
thank everybody
I'm
that's
Not a Star is
that.
killing them.
Yeah, I'm Not a Star. That's
Yes,
big in the
yes.
streets, as well as MC Hammer. It's
Yes.
like, we just about to release the video for that, the world premiere on World Star, and, you know, of course, everywhere else this Monday.
So, MC Hammer will be in the video?
Nah, Hammer not in the video.
No.
That was the question.
Well, Craig wanted to know that
Yeah,
because
no.
there's a little bit of a issue now with Jay-Z. So, of course, Jay-Z is not too, he doesn't seem too worried about it, but
Of course
MC
not.
Hammer's super worried about it.
I think that it won't be remembered. You know, it'll blow over real soon.
Jay-Z said in the Decoded book that he speaks nicely about MC Hammer and that MC Hammer will actually be embarrassed when he reads the excerpt from the book.
It's crazy.
Have you heard anything about the book yet?
Yeah, I just heard of course it was a dope book. It was very informative, you know. For the true Jay-Z fans, it's a must-have.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got all the albums, you may as well pick up the book.
We actually talked about it today during the Dirt Report where Jay-Z, he said he was dealing out in Trenton for a supplier and that he got arrested and the police took his crack supply away that he had on him. So he had to go back to the Marcy and sell for 60 hours straight to get the money back to the supplier. So, I mean, this book is really in-depth.
Yeah, most definitely. It's all it breaks down a lot of the rhymes in his life experiences from my understanding. So I look forward to really sitting down with it for a few days and smoking one and absorbing it. You know what I mean?
Will it be touching upon his reign over at Def Jam? The fact that he brought in certain artists like you, Rick Ross. Will it be talking about that at all, do you think, or no?
I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. You know, he has so many things that he could touch on. You know, his legacy and his career. You know, it's so many different things that would be interesting. They just, you know, see the approach, you know, just the whole Rockefeller movement. You know, if you're a hip-hop label today, I'm pretty sure that's one of the blueprints that you follow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, he's an incredible businessman.
One of the greatest.
And you're over with, I'm assuming with Diddy at this point, because you've been with Diddy a lot. Diddy, you know, went up on stage with you at the BET Hip Hop Awards to accept an award. Right. Congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate it.
So you're with Diddy, so does that mean you're not going to be ever over at Roc Nation?
Nah, that you can never say that because you know that Jay is that's one of my homies and one of my business partners. And you know we make you know dope music together, and we're gonna continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we actually just shot the Monster video.
Well, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That song is incredible.
Yes.
Yes, and it's crazy how I actually got on the record. You know, I was in Hawaii in the studio, and I was in the other room doing some other stuff me and Kanye had started. I walked in that session, and I heard what they was doing. He played it for me. I was like, this dope. And I was just like...
You say you want to jump on the record?
Yeah, it may need a short intro, and I think I got it. You know what I'm saying? And I put it on there.
Chick, I'm a monster.
And he felt it. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Nicki on that record, too? I mean, it's just incredible how she is able to be up there with you, Jay-Z, and Kanye and hold her own.
That was the verse that really, solidified her being, one of my favorite MCs, you know what I'm saying, of all time.
Yeah.
Me sitting there in the studio watching her take her time and write her rhyme, and for me to sit there, watch her put her headphones on and lay that verse, because it's always been a mystery hearing all the different sounds she made, because there's so many different ways you can actually record and make that happen. So for me to see her actually go in there and do that, I was like,
she's an incredible artist.
Thumbs up, baby.
She really is.
That's why I make sure I express that anytime I speak of that record.
So, can possibly in the future get a Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj something going on here?
Oh, very soon.
Really?
Soon, yeah.
You already talked about it?
Yeah, most definitely.
For whose album?
For my next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Now, you got this thing going on with Diddy, and Craig actually played the song.
Another one, right.
And you're the Bugatti Boys now, the Bugatti Boys?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Is that a group? Is that something?
Yeah, that's a group.
It's an actual group?
Yeah, that's me and Puff Daddy just getting more money, having a good time. And, that really just spill over from when you in the studio and you coming up with different ideas. And we've been in the studio really for the last year. And, we just had, so many records that we kind of like vibed up on and, kind of got a good, just a good feeling from. We released Fountain Blue. It's getting a great response, as well as another one. We just filmed that video in L.A. So the actual product that we got is something that the streets actually could use and actually wants. You know what I mean? So we going to do it.
So if that's an actual group, will there be an album for that group?
Of course, we got to get that brown bag, baby.
Nice.
That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about these days. It's just about creating new avenues, new lanes, and new brands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just cross promote them, and that's exactly what we're doing here.
So there's just like you're just going in, you're recording music constantly with this man, and it's just falling wherever it will fall.
Yeah, because a lot of times, Puff is a producer himself.
Right.
So he'll have 20 ideas in the studio. When you go in the studio, he'll have, check this out. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I got 20.
I heard he's got a lot of energy.
Of course. He don't stop. So if we filmed the video, went back to his house in L.A., went in the studio, he cut the disco lights on. I'm tired as hell. I've been flying all day. We done filmed. He cut the disco lights on. Check this out. And him being a producer,
at 4:30 in the morning,
he continues to come up with ideas. And when I hear the ideas and they be dope, I'm like, wow, all we got to do right here is, and we have a record finished.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's relatively easy when you have that kind of chemistry with the music and the rhymes.
All right, so tell me about, did you see this video, which was so funny? We actually have it up on hot937.com right now, of the video of the guy that is a, quote, Rick Ross lookalike at the Howard Homecoming signing autographs last week. Man,
I've been hearing about, this for the last 2 or 3 years, in different cities, so
it's the same guy every time?
Nah, from my understanding, it's different dudes that go as far as having their own security guards and holding their rosé bottle.
Oh my gosh.
The songs come on, they throw the bottles up, you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't look like you.
Nah, it was
he has the beard.
It was humorous at most to me, you know what I'm saying? I just looked at it and,
You're cool. Are you going to be involved at all with the Watch the Throne album since you've been working so closely with Kanye?
It's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. I know it's gonna be dope.
I can't wait for this album.
I know it's gonna be dope as far as the production and the producers on here and that's participating. Shout out to Bink Dog. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else. I'm pretty sure No ID gonna roll out that that grade as well as Kanye himself. So you never know. I
mean, just to have those two powerhouses on there, they need you at least on one single.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? It's most definitely the game needs it.
It seems to me like it's such a fun time for Jay-Z and a fun time for Kanye. I don't know how much fun you're having. I mean, but my point just being, it just seems like there's no pressure on any of you. You can just go in and you can do music and have a good time, and there's no pressure anymore because you've turned out so many hits. You've had so much success that you can just kind of pick and choose what you want to do and just have a great time with it at this point.
When you just really have an understanding and a formula, and not only that, you have you work hard.
Right.
I think that's the biggest key to all this that gets overlooked. You know what I'm saying? You dedicated and you work hard. And when you say the way we get together and do music, it's funny you say that because on the last day of mastering before Kanye turned the album in, I added a verse to Devil in a Dress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I look forward to when that record released because I think that's one of my most, retrospective verses I may have did in the last few years.
And we played that record here, and it got a really good response.
Oh, that record is incredible, and now Rosé on there, y'all know it's happening.
And he needs to re-release it so we can play it with Rick Ross on it before the album comes out.
That's what that
It is Friday!
Most definitely.
It's a good Friday, isn't it?
You already know.
I would love to hear that. So what's happening with Triple C's?
You already know. It's all about, you know, we got a record titled Walking on Water.
Yes.
That's bubbling in the South. You know what I'm saying? It's building its steam, and, you know, we still cooking up. Bust Your Heart as well. These are all singles, records that we released like in the last month. We'll be shooting videos. Spiff TV will be directing Walking on Water in the next week and a half. So it's just all about that continued grind, that hustle, you know what I'm saying? It won't stop.
Are you going to pick up any more artists?
You know, it's all about it's a possibility. It's a possibility. You know, I love music. I love making music. And when I collaborated on the Super High remix with Wiz and Currency, it was a lot of people that ain't know at that time, like, you know, what the angle was. And what it was just opening the door for the next generation of fly dope MCs, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we looking for over here at Maybach Music. And when I make music, I don't put no separation on no artist, no matter where you from or, you know, where you at, whatever stage you in, you know what I'm saying? If you could bring something flying dope to the table, I'm with it. Let's work. And
that's interesting too, because I mean, we always discuss this, but the South tends to have a kind of a reputation of helping younger artists come up. Do you agree with that?
You know, I think everybody has their own, you know, issues, because even in the South, you hear people still, you know, talking about this city, that city. But I think overall, the South having so much time to watch and absorb from the East Coast and the West Coast, that when our opportunity finally came, I think, we've watched long enough, you know what I'm saying? Let's get in the game and let's be productive. Let's be bosses. Let's be CEOs. And that's why I'm quick to commend the Birdmans and the Diddys for the longevity,
Almost
you know, that they contributed to this game, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? And I watch the things that they do, and I kind of, you know, bob and weave off that, you know what I mean?
So what do you think of, since you brought up Birdman, what do you think about Khaled going to Cash Money?
Oh, man, that brown bag was so big.
I'm assuming.
Not only that, but Birdman, my brother. You understand? You know, a lot of people don't know the relationship me and Bird got, but that's my homie. And just for Khaled to get, which is my brother as well, just to, you know, bring it under that umbrella, which is, I believe, one of the most powerful this business has ever seen.
Yes.
This Cash Money, Young Money brand, you know what I'm saying, all the way across the board to, you know, I'm actually just closing the deal with me doing my book deal through Cash Money, signing in Schuster, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, and that's why I respect Birdman and, you know, so on and so forth. There's just so many new avenues that you wake up to every day.
Well, tell us about the book since you brought it up.
No, really, we just really just closing the deal. It'll actually be done maybe by next week, and you know, it'll be an autobiography about Ricky Rose from day one. You know, the way I am right now, over 5 million sold, and we growing every day. You know what I mean? And I think that story of that grind, that struggle, and that hustle, I think that's going to inspire a lot of people and motivate a lot of people.
Do you think it will be kind of like a how-to guide for our upcoming artists? Because they need that. They need a how-to guide.
Yeah, most definitely. It depends on, really the final product of the book, where exactly, you know, it'll be. But you most definitely going to be able to learn something. I'm going to most definitely show you how to start with a dream and $300.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? And turn that into, you know, what it is today. You feel me?
Well, that's inspiring.
Most definitely.
And it's what people need to hear.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's why we doing it. Rose, boom, boom.
Oh, thank you.
You doing it big. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I salute the lucky man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You already know. Let's get money, man. It's Ricky Rose, Teflon Don. Y'all know what's happening.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you tonight, okay?
You better believe it.